comfort style, Vici going for more of a later stage-oriented draft, while we do see Quincy go for this early game draft with a 4 tiny, something that I know me and Lacoste really don't like. Owen, what are you thinking about these?
I think it's going to be a lot of brawling and running at you from Quincy Crew. As the panel was saying, you know, it's all down to getting these early objectives, that early Roche, the early tower, something that we've seen Quincy Crew really like to play into when it comes to that style. And then over, obviously, on the side of Vici Gaming, kind of a similar approach, I feel, to this style that we saw come in from T1 against Quincy Crew yesterday, that T1 were able to pull off quite nicely, right? They've got that big, bad carry here, the Poyoyo Spectre, that's here and ready to say, you know, Quincy Crew, you make a few mistakes, we're going to win the game off the back of Poyoyo Spectre. And you know, outside of that, the other 4 heroes, they've got huge amounts of playmaking, some incredibly comfort picks, of course, that opening, the DYA Ancient Apparition. You know, it has some sort of insane win rate, recently, something like 90% win rate on this hero. He just literally doesn't lose. Like, they've got some terrifying stuff here from Vici Gaming. I think it is going to be a challenge here for Quincy Crew.
I have to agree, and if anything from last night is to tell, is Quincy Crew, they can have some trouble closing out those games. I think this is one of those games. Yeah. They may be able to get that advantage early on, like that 6,000, 5,000 gold lead, but can they close the game? Because inevitably, you're going to get to a point where Spectre is going to win this game. And Spectre versus TA matchup, I like the TA versus the Puck pick, but Spectre versus TA is something we've been seeing common, especially this Echo Saber build, because not only do you break you break the refraction easily because of your Desolate, but with the Echo Saber, you get this double hit. You actually break 4 instances of refraction instantly because of the Desolate. So we'll see how it all plays out. Do feel like it has to be a very aggressive early lead from Quincy Crew. And we'll see what MSS on the 4 position. Tiny, as I said, hate this hero as 4. So let's see what the man can do.
30 seconds to battle.
I mean, and in this sort of game as well for MSS as well, it's going to be hard for him to pressure some of the cores right after a certain point. Like these DKs, these Spectres, once they've got a few items online, they're going to be very, very tanky. So MSS, he's got to come in with the fast moves nice and early. We'll see what sort of rotations he's able to make, what sort of lane pressure he is able to have. We did see, of course, in some of the games yesterday, even the games that they lost, MSS was still able to pop off for, in particular, the Hoodwink performance. Of course, they did go on to lose the game, but his impact was very much felt with the aggressive moves that he could make.
And oh, okay, so I guess this is going to be their approach. They're doing an aggro tri-lane, putting the Veno in the safe lane versus the DK +1, and they're just going to try to shut down the Spectre from the early start. AA and Spectre, not the strongest duo. You know, usually we see like the Wraith King paired up with the AA, maybe even a Sven. Not at this tournament, obviously. I think we've only seen a couple Sven picks, but yeah, maybe they'll be able to put that much pressure on. And I see wards out. Early wards coming up from Quincy Crew to just make sure that they get this lane set up.
Yeah, this is something that we've seen a few times from Quincy. We saw it yesterday. They decided to run aggro into the face of the 23 Savage Terrorblade. Worked out in the lane, of course, in the long run, things still fell apart, but the laning, as the 3 of them, did work out quite nicely. As we'll see, Top, I imagine with this, is sort of stopping the Spectre farming enough, or when you have these heroes, are you looking for kills? Do you need to be getting kills?
You look for kills. If you have 4 tiny, you're 100% looking for kills. And it's with the Witch Doctor up top too. Like if it was them with the harder carry, if they had the late game carry that would 100% win the game, then perhaps you can go for more of a sustain war. But yeah, this tiny has to look for kills. Mid lane, I was just gonna point out quickly that they didn't actually block the creep wave too much on the Puck. Looks like Ori was trying to double up the wave onto TA. We've seen that a lot of times, these ranged heroes, when you do have a disadvantage just versus lane matchup, you try to double up wave, you try to get a good level advantage so you can punish the TA a bit there. But Quinn, he's going to do just fine in this matchup, and we do see MSS. He ports bottom, gonna look to help out Leslow.
All right, so the lane settling is the 2 of them. You know, Jawar farming on the aggressive, with just the Witch Doctor backing him up. Should he still be fine, you know, against the Spectre AA? Like how does this sort of balance out now when you leave it as the 2v2 with you know, both teams carries contesting for farm up here?
I think it should be pretty okay for the Spectre. You've got a lot of regen coming in. You have a Hedris on DY, so he's going to always be able to heal him up extra. And AA's gotten to the point where he's quite a strong laner, because you just have this insane range, constant harass that will be coming out that I don't think the Witch Doctor can match, especially with the item choice he's gone for. He's got Windlace, so he's just going to get poked and poked and poked. I feel like Poyoyo's going to catch up pretty nicely up here.
So they're trying some good damage.
The cast bounce back.
With the Maledict picks, there's going to be a fair bit of damage onto Poyoyo. Won't kill him. Definitely getting him pretty low in that top lane. So some good bounces and aggression as LOA is able to find the opportunity to line that up very nicely. Meanwhile, elsewhere, mid lane, Quinn. He's got about a wave of CS advantage here against Ori, so as expected, the TA versus Puck matchup, favoring that of Quinn and allowing Quinn to use this lane dominance, this aggression that he's been able to exert many times here.
And they will be able to get DY. Okay.
They will. It's a little out of position, DY. It's not an easy two heroes to lane against. You get hit with the stuns and the maledict, they will have that burst damage to bring you down through the combo.
And LOA does something really nice. He got the bounce back again. Okay, I was going to say, how did they get the kill without getting a bounce back? But 2 times in a row now, he does get the cask to bounce back. And he also, immediately right afterwards, since the pull was dewarded, he runs over and body blocks the pull too. So AA goes mid, refills the bottle to help out the Puck.
Oh, they're going in again, Poyoyo.
They're going again.
They're going to get the bounce back. They won't get the bounce back this time. So Poyo will be able to walk away. Oh yeah, we're seeing just full-on aggression here from LOA. No holding back. Pretty much every time the Maledict's up, he's getting straight in on top of the heroes, trying to do his best to really bully back Poyoyo and secure this safe farm for Yawar in the top lane.
They're going to have to ferry a lot more regen up here. I already see the couriers on the move. Extra set of tangos in south coming out for top. DY and Poyoyo bringing that. A lot of mana have been expended from LOA. Is he going to be bringing anything out here for any regen? No, not yet. And it looks like it's just going to be boots onto the Wraith King. So they're going to continue looking for these aggressive plays with the Maledict. So far has been working. And DY will get his pull open. So now that the pull is open, should be able to reestablish that lane. And Poyoyo, he's there's some denies coming out, but he still is getting constantly pressured.
He's got just enough mana for the cast as well. This time he's got the stick charges and he's got backup. PYW comes in with the TP, they'll turn things around. Turn towards LOA with the dagger and the stroke, they'll take him out. So Vici Gaming making sure that this time round they do punish the side of Quincy crew for the aggression. See down bottom, trying to get aggressive onto Old 11. So they've got the damage with the avalanche. TP's coming in, Old 11, he's going to be fine. He's got the regen as well, so we'll be able to stick in lane, stick around. They don't quite manage to bring down this DKs. Even at these early levels with just the 2 in Dragon's Blood, not an easy hero to take down for the Tiny and the Benno.
No, it looks like they're going to full lane swap, putting PYW top to counteract the aggression that's coming out, also to secure range creeps, because we see Wraith King, he's got 9 denies. Spectre, Poyoyo still getting good CS on him, 19, but those 9 denies, they add up. So now they have the Grimstroke to walk in, always be able to secure the last hits on range creep, and they have a better combo bottom. The AA plus DK stun plus cold feet just much easier. I like Leslau's build. I'm glad that he went for this rather than going for early points and wards versus DK. Goes for the kill. He's playing with Tiny, you have to go for this kill threat. As we see MSS, he's active.
Here's Ori.
Nice high blades.
He's going to jump over the orb, yeah. Ori's able to get out of there, and he needs to. Some huge damage flying in from Quinn as Quinn continues to completely dominate this mid. 40 CS already here, 5 minutes in.
Maledict.
Looking for Poyoyo in the trees, but he's got the TP good to go. As soon as the stuns are thrown out, he's back over to the tower, make sure that there's no chance for Yawar to get in on top of it.
And this is a full wave deny, though. PYW is going to be able to get the pull. That's why we saw them trying to take advantage of that. And they're going to pressure the tower here. Since it is a siege wave, they will have this double wave under the tower with the skeletons. They're looking for another.
Straight over towards PYW. He's looking pretty dead here, surrounded and trapped by the skeletons of Yawar. They'll take the kill.
Doing better than I thought they would do. Like this full-out aggression that's coming out with them. Phase boots plus LOA, just getting constant regen. This is nice. What? Yeah, they're just standing there.
They're just standing there.
They needed a second.
Having a bit of a break, a bit of a breather. Oh, that was a lot of hard work there, killing that Grim. We need a break.
A lot of tower damage, too, because of this. That pull, it denies a whole wave, but it also puts Poyoyo's tower in jeopardy. Down to 600 HP. Catapult's still working on it. It's going to be down below 500 HP off that first siege wave. Exactly how Quincy needs to play this early game. Mid, we see the double rotation, the Vici staple. Trying to set up onto Quinn here.
On top. Let's see if they've got the burst for Poyoyo. There's going to be TPs coming over. He's into the trees with the dagger and with the presence of DY. They can look to turn, though. They're hitting onto LOA. See if Poyoyo can do enough damage. He can't. Doesn't want to commit as Yawar starts to step over.
He's getting slowed down a lot now. 600 behind that Wraith King because of these constant moves. And Quincy's reading the map really nicely. As soon as they solve, even for a second, the 2 supports playing around mid, which, like I said, is Vici's staple, rotating those 2 to try to help out Ori, they immediately just go. Poyoyo's actually just left the lane. He's like, all right, screw this. AA, you take the lane, soak it for a moment. I need some more help. And they're feeding him so much regen. I feel like that's been like 12 tangos, 2 salves already used on Poyoyo in this early start.
He's a hungry boy. Yeah, it's because of this aggression coming out from Quincy crew up top. And yeah, even though they're not killing him, he's not getting sort of the free space to hit the creeps over there. So heading to safer areas. does mean, of course, Yawar will manage to get what should be quite a fast armlet timing this game now with the space he's going to be given. And obviously, you know, eyes over towards the mid. You know, Quinn, he is definitely on track to pop off. The CS continuing to fly, and there's no slowing down of this TA so far as Quinn. He's going to hit some very fast timings this game. Mid, they want to punish. They're getting aggressive. They brought the 2 supports in. In with the jump. He's coming over. Can they save Quinn? Quinn got to get the bugger put off him, and he's able to do so. Quinn's away. MSS in with a combo. PYW is ticking down into Leslau as the return fire from Quincy Crew. The team in a solid deny from Ori will stop PYW from going down and giving the bonus over towards Quincy Crew. So able to deny something there from Quincy Crew, but all in all, Quincy Crew able to make that defensive move, keep Quinn alive as Vici Gaming. They come in with those supports, hungry for Quinn. They're not going to get him.
They're so ready for these moves, though. Quincy Crew's playing this early game absolutely perfect. 3K lead already. Yawar takes top tower. The TP by Leslau, he didn't have a point in Poison Nova, but instantly, when he TPs, puts a point in it, and they look for counterback. But now MSS maybe steps up too far. He's going to get doped by 4.
We're trying to soak up some XP in action here. Not going to get it. Heavy presence around the 4 members of Vici Gaming.
But look at this. Yawar and LOA rotating around. Level 6 on the Wraith King, too.
Let's see what Yawar can lead into. He's going to walk into the 3 of them. He's going to start things off onto DY. LOA in the cask over. Looks for the bounce, but Ori's able to break it in with a phase shift. In fact, Ori's looking to now turn. Gets in on top of LOA. They've got the stroke damage to follow up. Quinn trying to get the hits in onto Ori, but he's held back by the Dragon Tail of Old 11. As Ori's able to jump back to safety, Quincy Crew, they'll turn their attention over towards finishing PYW as well as they get the 2 supports. The rest of Vici Gaming having to back off. Old 11 will get caught by the trap slow. Does have the 3 points in Dragons, but with the 4 of them heading in, they could look to threaten. MSS will try and get the toss back. Isn't going to be able to find him. Actually ends up just tossing Quinn back instead. The Dream Cores drop down. Breathe fire in. LOA actually able to step to the side. Will manage to dodge that. They turn towards Ori. Ori's going to die for his effort there. As the puck goes down as well, Vici Gaming, they've got to step back. Yawar and Quinn continuing to posture incredibly aggressively here. Old 11, he's hiding in the trees. MSS, he's got the catch onto the AA. Runs down DY in with a combo. Quinn hits him hard as he takes out the Ancient Apparition. Quincy Crew, they'll take this fight, and they'll continue to just hit down onto the Tier 1 tower mid 10 minutes in. And with that fight being a heavy loss for Vici Gaming, they're not going to be able to keep a hold of this tower. It's going down.
Oh, and they pretty much have a Spirit Vessel done on Leslau, too. They're going to have Dragon Lance done on Quinn. Yawar has Armlet. This is looking really good for them right now. If they can keep up at this pace, they have a fantastic Roche lineup, too, that might be difficult for Vici to contest because of how devastating this early game has been as MSS.
See if Ori and PYW have the damage to kill him. They don't. They can't commit with Quinn and LOA and Leslau right around the corner. They can't commit too much onto Quinn.
And there's the Vessel. So the DK, we saw him survive 2 of the attempts, very low HP. Next time they go on him, he's more than likely just going to go down. With Vessel, they will have enough damage. This is clean right now by Quincy. 4K gold lead, 10 minutes in. Vici's trying to make something happen. Spectre does have Haunt available. 11 minutes in. It's late, though. He just put a point in it. So they're heavily on the back foot right now. They have to find something. Yeah, they have to find a big kill.
I'll see if they can do it here, as you said. With the Dream Coil and the Haunt, will they have the damage to threaten Quinn? Will there be backup coming over in time from Quincy Crew? They're going to look towards him. Coil's down. Blast is flying in. It's going to connect. In with the Haunt. They jump straight over towards Quinn. The TA in trouble. The backup's coming in. Quinn with the meld. He's stepping away, but the final hit comes in from PYW. They take down Quinn. They're going to lose Ori for it. Maybe more Poyo. His TP's cancelled as you want. It's in with the Ray Fire Blast. They'll be able to take down 2 cores there in return for losing Quinn. As Vici Gaming, the struggles continue to be shown. They really want to try and get these moves going to take down these cores, but they lose both their mid and their carry for taking down Quinn.
They're reacting so quickly there. Just instant movement. Even if Vici does get the kill, they lose 2 cores. It's not worth it. And now Quincy, they're going to smoke. No hesitation. They saw DK form use bottom. They know he's going to back up to farm somewhere. MSS, Leslau, and LOA on the hunt.
Old 11.
He's spotted. They're here for him. Can they catch up to him, though?
Can get in reach of the Avalanche. He can. He's able to catch Old 11 at the edge here. And the Vessel charged down upon him, but nothing to allow them to continue to dive the tower. So Vici Gaming, they'll be able to head back, keep safe. Ori has Dream Core back up in 10 seconds if they want to try and take a fight once more, Vici Gaming.
They're contesting the stack.
They certainly do. They're just charging straight in. They're in with the Avalanche, and the toss straight away onto Ori. Ori jumps in with the Waning Rift. He's trying to get away, but he's going to tick down to the Vessel. Dead. That's Ori gone. Also able to find DY in the backlines there, Quinn. As once again, I mean, they are making this a very tough game for Ori. He did not have an easy lane against Quinn, having this TA counter towards him. And as we're seeing, every move that he's trying to make is just getting shut down completely by Quincy crew.
Great vision placed out from them. Just look at how fast they're swinging. Every single time, it's just like, there's no hesitation. Nobody's really just like hitting these jungle creeps in this inefficient manner. Quinn is hitting jungle creeps, but that's because he's a TA. He kills them so fast. Yawar, I don't think he's yet to hit a jungle creep. He's literally just running from lane to lane, looking for kills. 4-0-2 on this Wraith King. Yeah, this is really nicely done so far. PYW trying to stabilize things. He's starting to get his farm up on the Grimstroke, doing his staple, going for his Aghanims rush, as he knows the Wraith King likely to go for a Radiance this game. So that could be very effective. We've seen him carry multiple games with this Ag build. They're trying to punish him, though. They're looking for him. They don't want him to get this. Nice Manta by, or sorry, Manta, Illusion Rune by Quinn, dodging out the Inkswell. Yeah. I was like,
very fancy that.
Yeah.
Quinn showing that, yeah, he came to play today. As I can only imagine he was probably feeling quite happy when they get that TA through as the final pick. He knew how solid it could be if they were able to play at this tempo. And, you know, 13 minutes in, 11-3, 5K lead.
So far, so
good.
good.
No doubt about it. Quincy crew, yeah, they're ticking all the boxes of what they would have hoped to achieve when they run this sort of lineup against the Spectre of Vici Gaming.
Yeah, if they can make a next scenario happen where Haunt gets used, a Coil gets used, maybe even like a DK form, one of these three situations, one of the three's ultis, then they can go straight for that Rosh, because they have an excellent Rosh lineup. And yeah, I think the next biggest thing is eyes on PYW for Vici for having a comeback. Besides all their combo plays that they can do, his Aghanims is going to be huge.
I mean, yeah, PYW
won so many games
to get farm. It really can. They get a huge jump here. They found Quinn.
It's a big one.
Straight in onto the TA. Quinn, he's going to try and hype with them out, but they got the detection down. They take out Quinn. See if they can get more out of this. Poyoyo trying to step away. Slow down Yawar with the trap, but Yawar and MSS, they're in on top of Poyoyo. They'll still manage to bring him down. Leslau ticks down PYW. Ori is going for the TP out and will make it out as they can't close in upon him. But I mean, once again, yes, they're getting Quinn, but it's costing them so much each time.
I'm wondering if this is if this might be the call to go for Rosh. He's a bit short on the Deso on the TA, but they just used absolutely everything to get that kill on TA, which ends up not really being worth it for Vici again. I think they could make that call. Dire expected it. Look, Vici, they scanned the Rosh. They were kind of expecting to move into the Rosh pit there since they did use so much. Yeah, Quincy continuing to really impress in this game. 5 Spirit Vessel charges, Hood on Leslau. Hard to bring down quite a lot of these heroes on Quincy now. Except the TA. The TA is that killable target, but the other two, very difficult. Other two cores.
See Ori with the tough times he's had. He's just still trying to struggle towards that first real item, really, the Blink Dagger. 15 minutes in 1,500 gold. It's not been an easy game for him at all. Pure catch-up game. I mean, out the 3 cores, it's old 11 that's at the top. But even then, you know, his net worth, it's in this Blink Dagger. They're going to have the setup with the Death Ward down. Is he going to be enough damage with the Maledict? It looks like it should be hit. He looks very, very dead here. One more tick at the Maledict. And Poyoyo, he's gone. Over towards mid at the same time. Vici Gaming, they're trying to get a hit onto MSS. They do get the Soulbind and Ice Blast set up. Dreamcore down as well. The burst through MSS. Odd 11 having to step away from the damage of Quinn with this Deso. Or he's trying for the TP out. Oh, he's going to make it back to base. He's going to be enough damage. I get Leslau. It's too much damage with the Vessel. The poison coming out from Leslau. It doesn't matter if you're in the fountain. That reduced regeneration, he's going to take you out. As Ori, he just cannot catch a break this game.
Dude, Yawar has been so impressive for me this game. Like, he's everywhere. He's not giving any space to Vici on the map. This Spectre shows on the map, he immediately starts running toward him with LOA, and they have the damage with the Maledict to kill that Spectre. As we saw, that last tick was 658 damage. And now into Rosh Pit, as we've mentioned, with that Desolator finished up. This is going to give them the Radiance and that Aegis advantage. 9K gold lead, 16 minutes. Picture perfect game so far for Quincy crew.
Pretty huge. I mean, and what's sort of next on the agenda here for Quincy crew? You've got the Aegis. What are you hoping to achieve during this Aegis time?
If you can get a tier 2, that will be amazing. That's probably the biggest thing. Get one of these tier 2s, deny an outpost, and just continue map control. As Leslau can kind of claim an area on his own as this Venomancer now. Since he's got Hood, he's got Spirit Vessel, he's so tanky, or he's so far behind that he doesn't have burst damage. Dude, he still doesn't have Blink Dagger. 1, 4, and 3.
It's such a hard game for him. He's having such a tough time.
they can't reclaim areas at all because of how Quincy's playing. And yeah, immediately toward the top, they set up the wards in the area too with the Venomancer. Everybody here. Quinn still continuing to farm on Ancient side. He's got a haste rune to be able to come to his team. And it just feels like it's a lot more time needed for Vici to have any fighting hope now.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's not a meme, it's the PYW axe. If he can get that
it really
before they're pushing the high ground, that literally, as it has been before, could be the concept that allows Vici Gaming to hold the base, buy time for Spectre, for Poyo to somehow build up. So I think at the moment, the biggest priority for Vici Gaming is protecting PYW, getting his axe farm.
Agreed. Absolutely. They're running in right now, MSS. They get a ward down right on top of him, but Quincy are hasted with a DD.
See Quinn. As PYW is going to go for the TP out. Quinn with the DD popped. It's not quite enough damage. PYW will manage to TP out time. Meanwhile, over towards the mid, Poyo is out alone. I mean, this is obviously too much damage for Poyo to ever dream of outliving. As caught on his own there. And obviously that hurts a lot for Vici Gaming. He's the one they need farming away. Spectre off the map. As you can see the difference in net worth between these cores just continuing to grow massively across the board. One of those games where it's just straight up all three cores on Quincy crew being that far ahead of their counterparts on Vici Gaming.
And honestly, Yawar, I'm glad Quinn tipped him. I'm glad he gave him that recognition. Yawar is playing like a beast. Like this is not no AFK sitting back Wraith King.
No,
he's so active. 5-0-5. How many times have you seen now that the Spectre's like walking up and then he's just trapped, surrounded by 3 heroes, and it's the Wraith King leading the charge? Really nice stuff coming from Yawar and Quincy crew this morning. 10K gold lead, taking another tier 2. Yeah, Vici, they're going to need so much more time. They're giving PYW full priority of farm right now. He's got one more component till Ags. Is that going to be enough, though? Like, I mean, they're already setting up for him. They're immediately TPing top. They're like, okay, this is the problem.
Probably not going to be enough, but it's going to be something.
It will be something.
It's going to be something if he can get it done. But you can see Quincy crew, they know that he wants to farm this. They know as long as they can keep killing him off, you know, that one potential little annoyance that might be there when it comes to the high ground siege, it's going to get delayed.
They've lost control of the entire map, though. Look at what Leslau's playing by himself. He's in the enemy ancient.
Yeah, why not? Why not? He's still got that Aegis. BKB's only a few hundred gold away.
I think you force them back. You know they're playing this split-up game. You want to just force some reactions. Mid-wave is cut. Already take out that wave, but there's a top wave coming in. But they do want to address, I do think at least, some of these side lanes here. Poyo is starting to get a bit of farm here, and they do have good ways to deep push. That's the thing about Grimstroke.
What?
Quinn?
You're going to get the jump on Quinn. I'll take him out once. This Aegis respawn time will be there for the rest of Quincy crew to swing over and provide backup if Vici Gaming commit again. They won't. It's the Aegis out of the hands of Quinn.
Ori just continuing to cut waves. They're starting to get annoyed by it. Do see the TP's over. MSS has a Blink Dagger on the Tiny. They scout him now, too.
MSS. Oh, he's going to read the opposition. Oh, he's on the cliff. He's on the cliff. MSS.
He has a feeling.
They're going to fight. They've got the Vision here with the trap. He's going to have to blink up. And Waning Rift to the blink out to the side. MSS, what's his blink cooldown looking like? He's going to have his blink up as well. MSS trying to read it, but it's bluff. Ori won't jump over to the orb, holds his position, and with that will manage to TP successfully back to base.
But they don't overreact. Look how Yawar, Leslau, as well as LOA, still continuing to play aggressive in this triangle, denying a lot of farm from Vici. I like that they only did this 2-man rotation rather than bringing like 3 heroes, getting played by the puck. Quincy just still eyes on the prize here. As Vici, they're about to have the Ags done on the Grimstroke. So let's see what PYW is able to do to bring back the game.
Yeah. See how much of an impact it does have. I mean, it will have some sort of impact. Whether it's going to be anything close to enough, though, that's another question. As we'll see what sort of smooth moves PYW can pull off there with the Ags complete and the Dark Portrait ready to be summoned.
I think you just don't force the issue here on Quincy crew. You just play the map, you have full control, don't force the issue into the base right now, just wait for that second rush. That's your big timing to be able to end the game before Vici's able to do anything. So just keep chilling out, keep doing exactly what you're doing, don't overcompensate for any of these moves, any creep cutters like the puck. Just hunt him with like 2 or 3.
Look out for Ori here. I'm going to look for the toss back. All but MSS He's going to be held back by the Dream Coil. Ori needing to hold back that sign as he knows the MSS is going to continue to chase. LOA still looking for the wraparound here onto Ori. But there's a lot of backup here, and LOA steps forward. Maybe a little too far as they will turn, they'll punish him. So MSS
toss back.
Still going to be able to find the toss back. Win. He has another DD rune. Old 11's got to run. The damage for this TA is too much. The Dragon Knight gets cut down. Yawar just charges in. Spectre's out. As that's both cores gone. The pressure now coming in onto the high ground here from Quincy Crew. Vici game, they do have a buyback on Poyo, but they're not really going to want to do so. He's got Horn in 10 seconds. But already, Quincy Crew just taking this mid set of rack.
Those two pickoffs are huge. They immediately just kill that Grimstroke Axe, the Portrait. They tip him. This game might just be completely over. Quincy Crew doesn't even have to go back for the Roche.
I think this has been the sort of performance from Quincy Crew that people have been very hyped up about this team for, right? This is the way they play. They just overrun you completely. We're just 23 minutes in. A Rax has been taken, 20 to 6, 15K. There's just no sign of slowing down here from Quincy Crew. There's no stopping. Smoke up. There's a smoke from Vici game and they're heading out. Yawar, he's going to present himself. More than happy to be jumped here as Quincy Crew. I think they'll be happy to take this fight. MSS, he's in with the jump from the side. He's caught the 3 of them here with the Avalanche. Old 11, he's going to be out of action. Yawar comes in, slams him down with a big crit. The cast bounces perfectly over towards Ori. Ori's trying to get out with the orb. He's going to be ticking down pretty low here. See if he's actually able to live. He's not. MSS in with another toss. Another catch hit from the Tiny as MSS takes out Ori. GY goes down. GG is called 24 minutes in as Quincy Crew completely dominate Vici Gaming in this game 1.
That was flawless execution by Quincy Crew. That was great. I love watching when I get to see like these one-position players of Wraith King just playing super aggressive around the map. They knew exactly how to play versus Vici. Vici's draft, bit too greedy, it got punished. Ori had no game whatsoever. 1, 5, and 4 on the puck. Grimstroke ends up with his Dark Portrait, but Dark Portrait for what? The Spectre has no game either. Poyoyo constantly hunted by all of Quincy Crew. This is the cleanest game I've seen them play, by far.
I mean, yeah, this was some crazy stuff here. I mean, considering as well some of the solid games we've seen come out from Vici Gaming, Quincy Crew just walking over them completely, and it really was every sort of component. That aggression on the top lane, Yawar, LOA, and from Yawar all throughout. Leslau's just complete map control. They could never go where this Venomancer was, ending 3-0-9. Quinn's domination at the mid lane, and then MSS on the Tiny. And if anything, drawing attention to this, something that's just not easy to do right. There's a reason, for instance, why you just don't like to see the 4 Tiny, because it just doesn't normally work out. This game, MSS 3, 2, and 12, he fits the bill perfectly with his Tiny performance.
They made it look so good, right? They made everything look good in this stuff. They were so prepared. It looked like for all of Vici's moves, one step ahead. Vici looks to make these smoke moves, instant TP reactions from 2-3 heroes around that mid lane. Yep, they were set up for success. They played excellent. I want to see more of this Quincy Crew. I want to see more what they're able to do when they're able to play with this advantage, when they're able to play clean as well. Because we did see yesterday, they did have a lead, I believe, in at least 2 of their games. They had like a 6,000, 7,000 gold lead, but they kind of started to throw it away. This game, they had eyes on the prize. There was no mistakes, really, from anybody. LOA, some fun skill builds, too. Didn't put 2 points in casks. Got a couple lucky cask bounce backs inside the laning phase, but even 1 point in heal offset a lot of deaths that he may have had from Ori. So that was good stuff.
No, without a doubt. A very solid showing here from Quincy Crew in this game on. We'll see if they can bring it out once again in the second game. See if Vici Gaming can come in with a bit of a different approach. Because this approach, which was similar to what we saw T1 get away with against Quincy Crew yesterday, just Vici Gaming just not nearly as solid with it. They couldn't hold it together. They couldn't get that space for Poyoyos. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 of this best of 3. It will go to Quincy Crew.